What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Wakefield FC Road to Glory career mode. We've taken Miroslav Klose and we've put him in League 2 with a brand new upstart, Wakefield FC. We left off last episode. We're still live in the FA Cup. We've already got the boot from the other two domestic cup competitions in England, but we're live in the FA Cup. And that's all the board cares about, and we're doing pretty well in the league. Let's go check that out right now. So like we just said, there we are sitting in third place, but it is a really tight race. As you can see, 3 points separate from where we're sitting in third place in the third of 3 automatic promotion places, but we are just 3 points away from then missing the entirety of the playoffs. So it's been a really close competition thus far. About halfway through, we're playing in League 2 where there's 24 teams, so not exactly halfway like in the Premier League, but just about. Well, while we're here, we might as well take a quick look. We've made it to round 2 of the FA Cup, and that's where this video is going to start when we head to the highlights. It's going to be Colchester versus Wakefield in round 2. Hopefully a game that we can come away victorious, because again, it is important to the board. Here's what the rest of the month looks like. Like we mentioned, it'll be the FA Cup game up first, and then we have 6 league games. It's not easy when you're playing in the lower divisions of England. You have games coming thick and fast. I'm a Bolton Wanderers fan, so I know that it's fun for me. I get a game almost every two times a week for the month of October, so that's fun. But here's gonna be difficult for a very thin squad already. But so I think what we're gonna do right now is we'll go check the team sheet after this, just to give first-time viewers a little look of what's going on. But I'll play the FA Cup, maybe one more in here, maybe one of the AFC Wimbledon games, one of the two, we'll see, and then sim the rest and take us into the transfer window, where hopefully we can bring in some extra depth to this pretty thin team already. So right before jumping in, we can see here that a couple guys are kind of tired, but that's okay because we do have 2 more rest days before. But yeah, we're still tons of 50s like running this team here. Their captain, he's going down, unfortunately. He's, I think, 34, 35. Yeah, 35 now. Hutton is only, was he 7? Yeah, 17. So, and like, where his skill lets him down, his athleticism picks him up. So he's actually been pretty good in game, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, we have Sterry here, who's been in +2. We have I've been calling him Carney in highlight package because it's just easier to say his first name. But Chukwuemeka has gone up 3 points, so he's leading the way, and the other Rudy Beijer, I think it is. I've been fooling around with that name this whole time because it's not an easy one to pronounce for English speaking Canadian here. But these two are on loan. He's gone up 2, and Carney's gone up 3. But Carney we do have for another year on top of that. So it's big that he's the one progressing faster, because that'll help us next season, whether we can gain promotion or not. It'll be a huge help to have him in the squad. So having said that, we'll jump right into the action. Let's go check out those highlights. So like we said, we're going to start off with the match against Colchester in the second round of the FA Cup. This was another important game. So we started the strongest first team we had, and unfortunately it didn't get off to a good start for Wakefield FC. After a very prolonged build-up by Colchester, the ball would eventually come to, there it is, Lubala, who would blast the ball past Nyland to give Colchester the 1-0 lead 19 minutes into this one. Wakefield would look to respond with a corner that was originally dealt with by Colchester, but when the ball came back in, it came to Carney, who had a volley deflected wide by the defender that looked goal bound, so that was a big block. It was 1-0 into the second half, and very early on, Colchester would double their lead. The ball would make its way back to Matty Longstaff, who scored past Nyland. I don't know why if this guy's on loan at Colchester for real, that's a big drop off for someone who has a Premier League goal already. But in any case, it made it 2-0 Colchester. In the 68th, Wakefield looked to get one back here, and it's Gavin Baker who chips the keeper beautifully to make it 2-1. Wakefield still had a chance to at least get a replay at this second round FA Cup matchup. Unfortunately, Colchester would just wind down the clock, and there would not be enough time for one more counter by Wakefield. And disappointingly, Wakefield are knocked out in the second round of the FA Cup. Looking ahead, though, we would have another chance, and this one would come against Wimbledon, another strong team in League Two. And after that loss, we needed a big win here, and the ball would come to Baker early on, and again he scores by the keeper as one of the older guys on our team remains on form and has given Wakefield the 1-0 lead at home. And after a big challenge here, we look to double the lead, with Riebeheger going for a strike from distance, but it was easily held on to by William Jaskalainen, son of former Bolton Wanderers goalie UC. With little time remaining in the first half, that actually ended the first half, was a chance for AFC Wimbledon, but the shot was put past the post wide. All the way into the 81st minute here, AFC Wimbledon would break away, but a wayward ball would play it right to the Wakefield keeper, and then Baker would, in plenty of time, and with little to go in injury time, sends the ball across. Couldn't find anybody, but that would end the game. And at least after the loss in the FA Cup, Miroslav Kloso's men were able to rebound in the league and pick up a big 3 points. So after those tough matchups, we were able to get the 1-0 win away, 1-0 win at home versus AFC Wimbledon, but we did lose that FA Cup matchup. And luckily, the board is still satisfied, but it's not the round of 16, so we'll have to look at and see what we can do to get some other things checked off. But in the meantime, we do have a 3-way tie for first place right now. We are in third on goal differential, and we're also starting to distance ourselves from those non-playoff teams, and even other than Hartlepool, we now have a 7-point gap on 5th, which, as you remember when we started the video, was a 3-point gap from 8th. So there are some positives. In the month, we won 3, drew 3, and then we had that loss to Colchester. So overall, pretty happy. Next, we're going to take a look at our youth academy for 2 reasons. One, because if you'll notice, Seydou Ibrahim is not here anymore, because during that little highlight package during the month of December, I got that email that youth talent was unsettled, so I did use one of my 2 youth signings to make sure he didn't leave. He had a potential that's in between, I believe it was 80 and 86. So not like Mr. Kaya down there, but still something I don't want to lose out on, especially when he's already he's a winger right now, and he's the second best winger that we have when I signed him to the team. So we're not going to lose that for sure. And then the other reason we bring you here is because Nilos Kaya has turned 16, so we can sign him whenever we please. So I'm stuck in between. He's a center mid right now, and I know we don't have center attacking midfielders, but I might change the system up because it is getting, it feels kind of dull at the moment. So I'm changing him to a center attacking midfielder because his defensive stats are just too bad. I feel like it's wasting time to even work on it. So let's get his weak foot and skill moves up. His attacking work and defensive work rate are both high already, so definitely one to look for in the future. So I think I will be using my second one on him, and hoping that the rest of the 17-year-olds decide that they're okay with waiting until next season. And it is January 1st, so that means we can go and try to target some other players here. I'm gonna take another shot at just asking a loan just in case. But yeah, okay. So we'll look for ARP in the free agent pool, I guess, because Contract not long enough to loan out, so maybe he does only have that 6 month remaining. But we will look to, I think I'm going to go, I was tasked with signing a player from Canada, or from North America actually. So I have a couple options here. I'm going to go with Akinola first because he's a striker, but I'm not sure they're going to want to loan him out. Which they don't, which is tough because that would have been a nice one to grab. I will try Jonathan Tompkinson as well. Hopefully that's better. Too short of a contract, so we're not getting any luck right now. So what are we gonna do here? I mean, we can try Marlon Fossey. Yeah, not interested to loan this player out. So what are we gonna do? Maybe get this Michael Obafemi could be an option. Try to loan even though we don't have the full specifics. Contract length just too short, so it's nothing working for us right now. So unwilling to relocate. Asking price is I can't be spending that much here. We have a couple free agents here, which I've already grabbed. I've already grabbed one in Nyland, so I don't want to start abusing that. If Stefan Novak here is 18 years old and he wants to sign, I think I have to. If they're saying in between 2,700 and 4,300 euros per week, I think we can't say no to that at this point. With how weak the squad is, our captain is going down. Two of our center defenders are 50 rate or 55 overall rated or around there, and the highest one is 60. So this would be a huge help. So we'll see. We'll definitely give him crucial. Gonna be the best. He would be the best player on our team. Contract length. Let's try 3 years. Hopefully he is okay with that. He is, so that's nice. Disregard release clause. Another one working in our favor. And then can't see the signing bonus, but you can see the wage, which we like. We're gonna go remove it's clean sheet bonus again. It's almost 100,000. So we're just gonna go ahead. Let's meet in the middle here and go, let's do 45 and see what he says. That is a big signing for Wakefield FC. Huge. Get another young player in. But the fact that he's 71 overall rated, I think, is the obvious big key there. Look at the Nyland. I think is going to have to be the future captain here. He's always welcoming people through the door. I'm not just sure if that's because he's the best player, but that'll change right now because we have a new one here in Stefan Novak. Another big free agent move. So that's big. I'm gonna try another thing. When I go to the site I use for looking up players to see if they have real faces or not is SoFifa, and I'm gonna see if the Jamaica one works for the North America because I've had that not work before. But according to SoFifa, that is in the region, which and it is in real life. So, well, can we get him on loan? We can't get him on loan. Okay, so then just too high of a value. All right, well we made one signing, and all right, I'm happy with that one sign. We'll go check the team sheet and then maybe play a few more games and bring it back to the transfer deadline day and call it there. So let's just, before we jump to the calendar, let's go ahead and check the team sheet, and we can make one big change for now. And is it gonna be the captain dropping? I think it has to be, because Hutton's going up. Hutton's I think Hutton's +3. Speaking of +3, is Ryberger. He's +3 now at 65, which is great. We have Chukwuemeka, who's at 68 now. He's +4. Gavin Baker keeps going down, but as you saw in the last highlight package, I can only score with him. So I think he's going to keep his place in the team at least for the rest of the season. But we will go ahead. We're going to drop the captain. which is it's tough. But Novak's got to get in there. We'll move Shields to the bench, and it will be Nyland taking over for now as captain. So again, it's a really big sign to have a 71 overall rated player in the team. That's fantastic. And again, maybe once we promote our youngster Kaya to the first team, maybe we'll change up this formation, because it has been getting kind of stale. So we'll see. Go ahead and check out where we're going here to the office. Let's check the calendar. And it's actually, for the first time, a pretty slow month. So I think what we'll do is I've played Salford. I don't think I've played Rockdale yet. And then actually the Gillingham game is absolutely huge, because I think they're first right now. So I'll play those back-to-back, sim the next two, and we'll rejoin right before the transfer deadline and see if we can add anything left for a final push for a promotion to League One. So even though the month of January only has 4 games, they're pretty much all big ones. So we jump into this one here first against Rockdale, and Wakefield will look to get another big win here. 15 or 16 minutes into this one, though, it would be Nyland called into action, who makes a big save to keep it 0-0. Just before the first half comes to an end, Sterry was played in, takes his time, chips the ball over, finds Morgan, but his header back across goal just goes wide, keeping this one 0-0 at halftime. Into the 74th, it would be Rockdale coming forward again, and the miscleared ball, or just not cleared well enough, would keep the pressure on as Rockdale would play the ball around inside the area. It would come to Quigley, who has a strike, but again, Nyland up to the task to make a save. Deep into this one, it would be Rockdale again with the last chance. It's Quigley again, but again, it's Nyland who comes to the rescue and effectively earned his side a point in this one. He was the star of this one, kept it 0-0, and not the result that Wakefield were looking for at home, but it's still a point against a very tough team. Into the second game of this highlight package, and it would be against the team who's currently in first place as of this point, Gillingham, and the commentary is going to stop here as this one was not pretty. See for yourself. All right, so that was incredibly disappointing. There will be some work to do. We're gonna take a look at the standings. I haven't even looked at them yet, but a month where we secure 4 points, spoiler, because we or 5 points actually, because the sim got us a draw against Salford and a win against Crew Alexandra, which was actually huge because they're in 8th, but again, at the time they were only 3 points, I believe, behind us, 3 or 4 points behind us. So that was an absolutely massive win against them. I'm starting here with our emails, and it's because Kaya's position change is available to put him as a center attacking mid. So we'll go do that. But also, we've sold Tyler Yates for £320,000. That got us 220 for the current budget, which is absolutely huge, because I really don't like the way that Morgan's been playing, and we really need another striker in. So before we go check our the transfer targets, because we are nearing the transfer window, we are going to go ahead and take a look at the youth stuff, see how this is done. And so now Kaya is 62 overall rated and basically ready to go. And because we're in the transfer window, I'm gonna wait before bringing him to the first team, because I don't want him snatched in the last 3 days. I know it's highly unlikely, but if a Premier League club came asking, I would have to say yeah, going by the rules, which are again available in the description below. So not going to promote him just yet, but promising things here from Nilos Kaya. Now to check in on the standings. So we are in third place. Gilliam got that big, that massive 4-0 win against us, which really hurt my personal morale. Just showing I should probably just sim all the games, because apparently I suck. And but at least there is a little bit of a gap now in between us and the last playoff spot. So we're back up to having an 8-point gap in between. So that, again, that win against Crew was huge, and we're still by the skin of our teeth in that third automatic promotion spot. So here we are at transfer deadline day, and we'll go check the inbox. And the only offer we've gotten was an Ibrahim loan offer, but he's now 58 and almost ready to basically eclipse Gavin Baker, who will be leaving on a free to Crew Alexandria, actually, funnily enough. Seydou Ibrahim is, I think, almost ready to take his spot now, so we're going to reject that loan offer. And we're going to go take a look at our transfer hub here, as I've done a ton of scouting, and hopefully we can get one of these guys in on loan. I don't think Bialek will let me loan him. No, oh, he's currently out on loan. That's on me. Ricky Jade Jones. This guy is a FIFA legend with that speed and just that overall pace up top. Will Peterborough let me loan him out? Not interested in loaning him out, so that's tough. Nelson Viper from FCV Mainz, 17 years old, but 62. Unwilling to relocate at this time, but we'll see. We'll see. This could be big. This could be big. We're at least into the loan talks right now. We go basic terms. 1 year. Short term. Okay, so I guess just for the rest of the season, I hope that means, which is just it's a help already. And for his wage, I'll split down the middle at 450. That would be nice. And they accept, so maybe we could have one coming in. That could be really big. Try to get here's a Canadian here to help the board with the brand exposure. So if we can loan him in, not looking to loan, but he does have a release clause, but again, kind of expensive for someone who's only 52 rated. I might end up just like biting the bullet here and paying the 210 just to appease the board here, because we're I don't know what to do here, kind of lost. But then also there's Matisse Tell, which could be big. Approach to loan. Okay, we're in talks again. This guy's even better than Viper. So we'll see here. We'll see. Basic terms. Let's go 2 year, hoping they say yes, because I guess 66 rated striker could be massive. And they're happy with that. Okay. Counter here. What if we go 50-50? I think that's fair. And they say yes. So this could be huge right now. So I guess we'll jump out of here. We'll advance an hour and see where that takes us. So let's advance the hour, looking at that inbox. Transfer out, that's Gavin Barker. That's a pre-contract signing. So that won't take effect anyway. Loan declined from Matisse Tell, so that's tough. That'd have been, he was on the the 2-year agreed. So we'll go back and we'll advance again. See if Viper hopefully says yes. Come on, have that German connection. Is this someone walking into the club? It looks like a good sign here. All right. So that's good. We've at least gotten one here. Okay, 6-month loan. That's I'll take that for sure. Nelson Viper, 62 overall, at least gives us some kind of depth. And I mean, anything. I need to replace Morgan. He's been really letting me down. So we have a different type of player. Viper is 6'3", 6'4", I believe. So maybe we'll have someone to hit in crosses, or at least maybe even give us a chance at starting up a second striker. Go take another look at the transfer hub, see who's still there. Actually, I need to see how much money I have left. And it's honestly, I wonder if I can pull that off to get the Canadian striker in permanently. Because 582, 27,000 as a wage budget is pretty solid. So let me just, and now apparently it's all one thing. So I don't exactly know how it's split, but I have been watching them. I haven't been watching every time I give a signing bonus, the wage changes and vice versa. So I don't know. We'll have to see here. He recently joined this club and won't move again, but he has 550,000 release clause. Good strength. He's 6'3", another person we can aim at up front there. Good speed from Jacob Green here, 19-year-old American. What's his release clause is 340, and that would appease the North American as well. So let me just try and go because yes, that is another thing to mention. McGee, because I was so strapped for cash before that the sell of what's his name, whoever we sold wasn't Yates. When we sold Yates, I didn't have enough money to re-sign McGee, and he was snapped up by Doncaster, I believe. So we'll need a replacement for him, and let's try with this youngster. So let's see how much money we have left after paying the 340 release clause. And he just has good speed, so I mean that's huge right off the bat for playing in League 2 or League 1. So contract length 5 years. All right, I'll take that. Sporadic at 5 years. If he does become something, hey, watch out. I'll accept that. Then about his salary, let's go 2,000 and a signing bonus of 40,000. Let's see what he says. That's probably overpaying, honestly, but they'll take it, and hopefully that should appease the. Here, we'll skip this here. Hopefully that'll appease the board with the more North American signing. So bad negotiations. Well, that's too bad. It made the board happy, so that was as important there. And we'll see if maybe one more, if Preston Judd will approach to sign. I guess he's gonna be a free agent, so no, we're not gonna do that. Maybe approach to sign here. No, approach to loan, approach to buy, and maybe just add some depth in the center just in case. Let's go approach to loan, and they'll hear us out for Luke Kundle. Basic terms. Let's give us a short term, just at the end of the season. See, we'll play with Luke for a little bit if this works out. And 80-20, easy there, Swansea. All right, let's try 40-60 the other way. Let's see, 70-30. Okay, 40-60. I'm paying more of his wages. A loan deal's out of the question. Well, that's too bad. I guess next time. So I guess that'll be it for the window. So we'll go take a quick look at the calendar. And busy month of January coming up. 5 games, 6 games. All right. So with about 15 or so 17 games remaining. There's all of it to play for here. So that's what we're gonna call it on this episode. We'll join up with the next episode that's gonna see us through and see if we get promotion. If you haven't already, please leave a like and comment on the video. It helps out a lot. Please subscribe to the channel as well. That helps out a ton. And as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode coming soon.